Hey guys, welcome back. This is the first week of League 2 and I'm very excited for that. We've had a bunch of games played already, but we're also still wrapping League 1 playoffs. They're in round 2 and I believe there's been a couple games so far that have been accounted for, and I will go over those matches and show you the updated brackets just to show you how League 1 is going and how the bracket's looking out. But for this video, I just want to cover League 2 and answer a couple questions that have been asked quite a bit. The conferences. Now, there's 2 conferences, but there's 4 divisions. It doesn't really matter what division you're in. That's only for the playoffs. You know, depending on how good you do in your division is how you're going to be placed for the playoffs. But you can still play anyone in your conference. So you don't have to just stick to the people in your division, but you do have to stick with the people that is in your conference. So hopefully that clarifies everything. You just have to play within your conference. It doesn't necessarily have to be within your division. So if that's something that you bring it up, you don't worry about that. Just play within your conference. It doesn't have to be restricted just to your division. The other thing is you can play past 0. They upgraded the timer so that there'd be a random allotted time after the game so you can kind of finish the game, and then at some point it will end the game and then it'll tell you winner or loser, points and all that. So when it gets to the end, the game is not over. You can still continue to play if you make sure when you set up the game you click both of the X marks for the timer, and then it should work properly. So that's just another thing you guys need to know, that the timer is fixed and there will be some random time allotted after the game hits 0. So don't stop the game, play the game out. And the final thing that I just want to clarify, you can only play someone one time for league play. If you play someone more than one time, anytime after the first game, it's not going to count for league play. So just let you guys know, you can only play someone one time, and the first time is the only time that it'll count for league play. Beyond that, it's just practice. So don't post more than one match with someone. And for the new players, everyone starts in the bottom divisions, in the bottom conference. And this is just because we just don't have the correct stats for your skill level. Once you play and you participate in the league, and win percentage will get you placement in the next league. So, you know, when you have a 0 record, we don't know and you have to be put in the bottom, but you could really dominate down there and get moved up later on in the next league. And another thing is, just because you're in the bottom league or division or conference doesn't mean you can't jump all the way up to the top one, because if you get to the playoffs and you start beating the higher conference players, obviously that would show that you deserve to be in those conferences. So if you're new to the league, don't worry where your placement. It doesn't mean anything about your skill level. It will be assessed at the end of the league, and it's an ongoing process. If you're high, you could get moved down if you don't do so good. If you're on the low and you do good, you can move up. And the final thing I want to talk about is the Galactic Guardians are going to be released on HCO. Now, they're going to start off with Figure of the Week, and it's going to be Magus, Cardinal, UCT, Cardinal Raker, and Replica this week. And you can also get them if you play in the tournaments. There's a chance that you could pull those figures. And that actually starts today on Thursday. Right now it's on maintenance, but after that, you could start pulling those figures. So that's really cool. And next week, the Figures of the Week are going to be Adam Warlock, Cosmo, Drax, and the Keeper. And all of these figures from the Galactic Guardians are going to be allowed in the league. So that's something really awesome to look forward to. And these are all going to be in the GSX sets. You can get them in the tournaments, and there's a random chance that you'll be able to pull some of these new figures. Obviously, just this week's Figures of the Week. So that's something really cool to look forward to. And before I go, let's check out League 1's playoff brackets.